What's going on, guys? I hope you're very well. Hope you're doing great. Sorry I haven't uploaded a video in a while, but I've been kind of busy and a bit under the weather. Sometimes I don't feel like uploading a video, to be honest with you. But your response has been great, you guys. Thank you so much. We're over 300 subscribers now, and I read each and every one of your comments. If you have any questions, comments, whatever, please be my guests. I really like reading your comments, and it's all about connecting, right? Getting more people interested into bonsai. That's how our community grows. Anyway, so enough chattering. This is a very short video that I'll be uploading today, and as you can see, well, it's our little fig tree, Ficus Carica over rock. Now, if you remember, maybe you remember that it was like, the plastic bag was like this high. But what I've been doing is I've been cutting little sections of the bag so the roots become more and more exposed. And as you can see right there, we got tons of roots that are now, surrounding and holding on to the rock. And that's perfect. It's not 100% stable yet. We can see that if we move it, we'll try to move it. It's stable, not 100%. But in the future, this is going to get better and better, because remember, fig trees and ficuses in general, they tend to send out adventitious roots, aerial roots, and that's something that we can expect from this little guy in the future as well. Last time, we saw this little root right there, and it's still growing strong, hasn't dried out. So yeah, in the future, this is going to look very, very interesting. Now, something else that I want to do is I'm going to use keto clay, you could call it. And I'm going to use it here. Yeah. Here, I'm going to put keto soil, clay all around the rock, and then cover it with sphagnum moss. And that's going to help us to, get roots from this location right here. So we get roots to this side of the rock as well. That's it. So today what I'm going to do, let me just place the camera down. I'm going to pause the video because there's someone trying to sell something outside. Okay, that's it. And what we're going to do today is, take a little bit of the nursery bag. You just cut it. Right? You gradually cut it. And that encourages the tree to send out roots to the container, in this case to the colander below. Right? It's very simple. Another note that you should take into consideration after you do this is that you should be a bit more gentle about watering. Otherwise, some roots might get destroyed during the process. So yeah, you just have to be gentle when you water after you cut the nursery bag or your bottle or whatever it is that you're using to do one of these root of a rock plantings. So we're getting there. We're getting closer to the container's surface, and that's really exciting. So as you can see, you can get a very, very interesting looking tree in, absolutely no time. It's been like 3 months since we planted this. Can you imagine that? Since we planted this, it's not that you started to grow it, from seed, and it takes forever and you get discouraged. No, it's like in a couple of months you have something that's decent and that's interesting. Like I said, it's all about getting more people interested in bonsai. So there we go. That's it. So when we water, what we want to do is, like I said, be gentle. And in the future, we can worry about, branch position and whatnot. Yeah, you see, it's got new leaves here. The tree is slowing down. We're entering slowly into autumn, but you know, these are very vigorous and it has a lot of room to grow, has a lot of nice bonsai soil. So you can only expect great things from this little guy if you take care of it, you know. So I'm very happy about it. So that's going to be it for today's video. I'm going to show you a couple of updates and that's it. So let's take a look. Okay, so this is one. This is the first one. This is one of those little oaks that I worked a couple of months ago. And you know, after they pushed out their first flush of growth during spring and the summer, I actually defoliated it. You can see that the leaf size is much smaller now. And I got that tip from a bonsai master that I follow on Instagram. I think he's Italian. And you know how in Italy and Europe they have beautiful oaks? Well, I was just wondering if it was going to work with an American species, and it did. It pushed out new growth. Ramification is improving. The trunk is not getting that much girth, but you know, we can compensate with this very interesting Navarre right here. You see that? Now, some people might think that because it's not flaring out, it's not a radial Navarre, it doesn't look as good, but I think it looks interesting, you know. You can see my finger here, and you can see that it's definitely getting some girth as well. We've got some buds here that, you know, are going to become active. So it's good. I like it. And these, by the way, these are passion fruits, or lilicos, or whatever you want to call them. For some reason, I just tossed the seeds in this little container, and these are from a couple of years ago, actually, and they just recently sprouted. So it goes to show that you don't know when the seed is going to germinate. So that's the first one. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Second one, this is a 2-for-1 special. We can see we got another oak here. And this is, again, another one of those that I worked a couple of months ago. And you can see we've got the sacrificial branch here. This one is also a sacrificial branch right here. But I defoliated this, like I mentioned, and this one didn't push out new growth. It's still alive. Those buds are just dormant. And you can see that this one is starting to look more and more like like an oak in nature. Here I'm just gonna have to cut so these buds become active and the foliage can thicken. Nice girth in the little trunk. Nice roots. I'm just gonna move this to the side. And yeah, it's looking good. Yeah. So I really like the leaves in these. You know, they're small, interesting looking. By the way, here where I live, oaks don't grow, so this is something that, you know, would be very interesting for people around here. And you know, it's one of the reasons why I like to grow them, just so you can have interesting things, beautiful things from other places. You can experience them at home. So that's the second one. And we also got this little black pine seedling. You remember that video where I showed you how to germinate black pines? Well, this is one of those seedlings. I think this is like 10 months old now, almost a year old. If you notice, it's got a little burnt tips, and that's because the substrate, the soil in which is planted, is very water retentive. I've got these in full sun, but it's very water retentive. So in the future, I'm going to use a different mixture. Still, I'm going to use turfus, but I'm going to add some other minerals that can help with the drainage problem that it's got. But overall, it's growing very nicely, and I think for a 1 year old, less than a year old seedling, this is perfect. Yeah, so that's perfect. Okay, so that's the second one, and then let's go over to the third one. And surprise, surprise, we've got another oak. But this one is an English oak. Actually, this is an actual 100% English oak. I got the acorns from eBay, from an English salesman, you know. This, you can see the difference in the leaf. Again, the leaf is very, very nice and compact because I defoliated this. Yeah, and it looks nice and interesting. Now these are sacrificial branches. Well, you can see that the trunk is just getting thicker and thicker, and that's something that I really want. And the main tree is going to be this. See that? You see that movement that I've been trying to get there? And there was another branch, going here. In fact, I think this was a leader, but I cut it, and we get that nice curvature there. See that? So overall, guys, I hope you like this short video. I hope you like these updates. As you can see, my little trees are growing happy, and I hope yours are too. Okay, so again, as usual, if you have any questions, comments, or anything, please drop them out below, and I'll see you on the next one very, very soon. Okay, have a great one. Bye.